I want to do a lot more with Saudi. I want to do a lot more because I fuck with Saudi heavy. He's definitely gonna. He was supposed to be on Old Dogs Go to Heaven. Yeah, but I like that. That's why I like rapping in my language because it leaves jewels in there for people who won't get it on surface level. I have to.
We have a few videos.
Yeah, I need to shoot more. People are always on my case about that. Pounds was on my case about that. Yeah, he was on my case. This project is fire. If the other nigga was the type of nigga to take that too hard, yeah, it was gonna be a different issue. You don't want to put a filter to yourself also, you get me? You want to say what, and I'm that type of nigga anyway. I'd like to believe that I'm the nigga who's going to say what he wants to say, you get me?
Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman, and you're tuned in to Post and Adaro. And sitting right next to me is, of course, the one and only
My dog, Thato Saul.
Thato Saul.
What's happening, my nigga?
I'm chilling, big dog. Yeah, man, I just want to get right into it. First and foremost, what's it been like since dropping the project?
No, it's been tight. It's been tight. Just to see the reception of different sounds that I was trying. I was trying some different shit. It's been dope. It's been dope. But also, I'm not really the nigga who's on like social media that much, so I get to hear shit from other people. I don't always see the shit, but on the streets, it's been dope, though. It's been dope.
So like, take me through the whole Memphis sound that you kind of went for in as far as this project. How important was it for you to change the sound, in a sense, because coming off the back of Members Only, or we can even go back to your very first project being the one with Praises, I just forgot the name right now. For God's sake. Yes, and then Members Only, If You Know, You Know, and then Life is Gangsta. How important was the shift in sound? Because I think for me it was a bit drastic, but it wasn't too far off though.
Yeah. Nah, I always knew it's gonna be a risk. I always knew, but we can't have two projects after each other sounding similar. You get me? So if we're gonna take the risk of losing some people, it's cool. They're gonna catch it. They're gonna catch it as they keep listening. So the shit was to go southern, to go the Memphis, the Houston sound, and to go all the way with the shit. Like if you listen to especially the first song, I've never rapped on high pitched, like high intensity songs. You get me? Yeah, high tempo shit. I'm never on that shit. So it was a challenge in itself to do that sound. You get me? That's why it took so long, but I had to. You have to push yourself and come up with some new shit, though.
Now, in as far as the sound, okay, so the sound is one part, but the context of the project is still more or less the same because it's there, the same thematics that you normally touch base on in as far as your projects, right? So with this one, I got the sense that you were more or less healing because you did touch on a lot of things related to the expectation in the game. Because I feel like with that one, you found your feet in the game and you're more or less trying to figure out what exactly it is that you want from hip hop or South African hip hop at large, right? So the context did more or less shift a bit, but it was more or less the same. So how was that even like? Because I think that risk also did pay off in a sense because you did throw some shots or just a couple of names down the gutter to some beats, and were you addressing certain people or just rapping?
It's always aimed at specific people, but the shit is crazy how people always when I say some shit, the first thing is to always think of a rapper. Sometimes I'm talking about a street guy, an actual guy that I've had an issue with. That's why I just keep quiet. You just let them talk. But what I know is most times I'm talking about actual niggas that I know on a real life level. You get me? Not where I work, not the music game. You get me? But the shit was dope. It's like you don't want to put a filter to yourself also. You get me? You want to say what, and I'm that type of nigga anyway. I'd like to believe that I'm the nigga who's gonna say what he wants to say. You get me? So I thought there was some shots here and there. I'll probably speak about it later. But yeah, there was a couple of shits that I said here and there on. Then came dogs.
Because just to quickly touch on that, sorry to interrupt you. It would be more of an injustice to the viewers at home to not touch base on that joint where you specifically point at someone that we love, that snatched your beats. I'm not looking for a name, but how true is that in a sense?
That's exactly what happened. Niggas know, dog. Niggas know whose beats are who. Niggas know these things, but niggas decided to do what they want to do. We haven't ran across each other. When we do, we'll probably speak about it, but that's just how I felt. There's a lot more that I said on that song that just flew over people's heads. You get me? Yeah, but I like that. That's why I like rapping in my language, because it leaves jewels in there for people who won't get it on surface level. You get me?
Okay, so like the linguistics also for me was very, very important with this project, because I personally have never heard you rap so much in Pretoria. Yeah, in
That was on
Pretoria.
purpose. That was on purpose. Everything is on purpose now. Everything. There isn't one mistake. There isn't anything I'm gonna be like, I didn't mean that. Yeah. The more you go, the more you do projects, it's the less you're gonna say, I didn't mean that. It just happened by itself. You get me? The Big Dog beat. That was a totally different song. Then we changed it one day randomly. We just changed it and it worked out. It worked out. So everything is intentional. Everything is it's purely intentional, though.
Now, I just want to quickly touch on the deep cuts. Your deep cuts. In every album, there's always a deep cut. Members Only, there's politics and passion. For me, the deepest cuts in that project for me would have to be Still Living. For me. Still Living. And now also with this one, I think the deepest for me would have to be Amen. Take me through that one.
Yeah. Nah, I fuck with that song. There's a story behind that song. I'm forgetting that story.
Because I could tell.
There's a story behind that shit. The beat was done by Lost Boy and homie EXT9. That's Lost Boy's homie. They did the beat. It's a story joint. It's a real life. All my shit I do is based on real life shit. So yeah, that was a real story where I was out in the east side. I was grooving out there. I was doing my shit, and then I walked out on my trivia, and I'm walking, and then some nigga just walked up. A pastor just walked out of nowhere. Yeah, the nigga just walked up, and then I had something on me. I was gonna use it, but I was like, nah, let me see what this is. Where's this leading? You get me? Hey, then he ended up praying for me. It's like 3 a.m. Out on the east side. It was empty on the street. If people know this, it's called I think it's called Springbok Park by Pretoria Sele Hilda. Those are the streets in Hatfield. There's a BP next to the wall. That's where the shit happened. And if people know that park, they know what that park is about. You get me? They know what that park is about. So that's why I was like, yeah, some shit is gonna happen. So just going through an experience like that, you look back and you're like, yeah, nah, that shit actually meant something. You get me?
So I just want to quickly touch on. I keep on saying this, but I wanna actually ask you the importance of teaming up with content creators like myself, because also I just happened to bump into you on set, but through the whole rollout for this project, it just like was a lot of media people, unknown media personalities, content creators. And so for you, what was that intention for, and what was that all about?
Yeah, it's about firstly trying something different. Which you can hear the project in itself is trying something different. You get me? So it's firstly about that. Then secondly, I don't know if people picked up. I don't really care about the spotlight shit, the big shit. Yeah, I don't really care. It's not in my words only. You can see how I move. Yeah, I don't really care. So I went with those kids by Swatch Vlogs. I went with them because I firstly work with anyone who fucks with me. If you fuck with me, I'm gonna work with you. It doesn't matter who you are. I had 2 kids on my project called Goats 2. No one knows about them. I fucked with them because they fuck with me. You get me? They fuck with me. So you wanna also step into different markets. You get me? You wanna step into different markets, and stepping into those markets when you know you're safe, because the people you're going with fuck with you. The people you're gonna fuck with, they already fuck with you. They're gonna go all the way with you. Because we took many videos for that rollout. We took many videos with those kids. So that was dope. And I'm also trying to step away from the generic shit. Let's go do a magazine. Let's go do radio. Let's go do podcasts. I want to focus on podcasts, but things like that. I want to step away from the generic shit. You get me? It's just not who I am. You get me?
So post rollouts, what are we looking at?
Yeah, I gotta shoot more. I have to.
We
shoot.
have a few videos.
Yeah, I need to shoot more. People are always on my case about that. Pounds was on my case about that. Yeah, he was on my case. This project is fire. He was on my case about that. I have to shoot for Big Dog. Yeah, I have to shoot for Big Dog. I have to shoot for Australia with 25. Okay. Yeah, I have to shoot for Kamo. I have to shoot for that. The issue is just when I finish a project, I start a new one. So it always clashes. You get me? It always fucks up the post of the one that just dropped. Because the one that drops, then I start a new one. Then now my energy shifts. You get me? But I have to change that.
A lot of times, in every case, actually, whenever Thato Saul 25K is coming out, there's always some weird comparison, right? I mean, it's allowed, really, it's hip-hop, whatever, right? But I feel like, to somewhat degree, we as the fans, we have played a part towards, like, inciting that. But take us through that whole moment, and how important was it for the whole Pretoria scene, in a sense?
Yeah, that shit is purely the fans. I remember me and him spoke about it before.
Yeah,
it's the fans, and I think he's kind of like me, as in the social media shit. Yeah. Like, we see it, but it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. So you don't dive into that shit and lose yourself, and then you go on record saying all types of shit. You get me? So, firstly, we never lost ourselves in that. You get me? Now, it would have been an issue if the other nigga was different. He actually takes that shit to chest, the shit that he sees on Twitter and the IG, especially Twitter. Actually, just Twitter. You get me?
Yeah, it's just Twitter.
It's just Twitter, actually. That's why I like being on Instagram and all that type of shit. But if the other nigga was the type of nigga to take that too hard, yeah, it was going to be a different issue. You get me? But we don't care. And that shit was a big moment because I've known that nigga for so long. You get me? And we knew each other before niggas knew us. That's the thing. You get me? We knew each other way back, probably about my 2016, when we first started fucking with each other. First started talking about doing music. Yeah, so it just happened 7 years later. Not even 7. It's more, né? 9 years later. If we're talking 2016, 2017. So it's all about that, though. You want to do shit with people that you formed a relationship with. I know this nigga, and let's go, let's do it. And it's a big moment for where we're from.
So let's talk about the Lunatik joint. Go off. Yeah. Fire joints. I don't think people know about that joint, actually. Not many people. Because also, you niggas, I'm going to hold you accountable in real time. Because you niggas don't do much justice to, like, the producers in terms of, like, pushing their joints. Because, like, for them, it's always a moment working with Thato Saul. It's like, yo, okay, I'm on that joint. And obviously, because it's your product, you're going to push it. But when it's their job or, like, their work, you don't go as hard. So I hold you accountable. Not you in particular. Touch also,
We all do that.
But how was the joint, basically?
Fire. We did that song. We did two more. So we did 3. I fucked with this one to a point where I wanted to use it for one of my shits. Yeah, I wanted to use it for one of my joints. Me and Luna, this song, I wanted to use it for myself. I wanted to use this joint for myself, but I hadn't told them. Also. I think that's where I made my mistake. I hadn't told them. But then if you listen, also, I wasn't going to end up using it because it's my older style.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Exactly. I wasn't going to use it anyway. It's more slower. It's more of my flow, my real flow. You get me? So I wanted to try out different things. So I know I wasn't going to end up using it. There's many songs. I did many songs that I ended up not using. You get me? But I fuck with the joint, dog. Shout out to Nomuzi. Shout out to Touchline. Shout out to Saudi. I want to do a lot more with Saudi. Because I fuck with Saudi heavy. He's definitely gonna. He was supposed to be on Old Dogs Go to Heaven on the title track. If you notice, all my albums have a title song. For God's Sake has it. Members Only. It came out as a single. Members Only. Then it was deleted.
It was deleted.
Yeah, I took it off.
I think at that point I hadn't jumped onto your wave.
Nah. Members Only. Few people know of the song Members Only. Few people have it. Few people have the song Members Only. It didn't make it on the album Members Only. Members Only, the song was supposed to be on the first Members Only. The Members Only that came out is the second Members Only.
Yeah, the one that you deleted, discarded. Yeah,
exactly. You get me. Life is Gangster. There's a Thato song. They all have. So there's a song, All Dogs Go to Heaven, that I sent to Saudi. Then I ended up not using it, but I know I'm going to use it at some point. So wanna fuck more with Saudi. I'm gonna fuck with him more. And Luna. I need more.
He's on a crazy run, but where are the SoundCloud leaks? Like because a lot of people have been saying to me, this nigga deleted a lot of joints. Where are they? Are you past that? Are they gonna come back at some point? What's happening? Because there were a lot of cuts where you're just rapping out there.
Yeah, I should bring those back. I should bring that shit back. I think even Members Only is one of the songs that was on SoundCloud. Then I took it off SoundCloud. I don't know. I think I usually work off of feeling. The moment I feel a way about something, I just do it. So if I feel a way about why is this shit on SoundCloud? SoundCloud these days singing. But the market is a market. Yeah. Whether it's small or big, you never know what it could grow to be. You get me? So I make mistakes. I make mistakes because musically I live in my world. You get me? Musically I live in my world. It's only influenced by few: Physique, Beethoven, Melange, Tyson, Tron, Mash. You get me? Those are actually I think that's about it. Otherwise you won't be able to just change my mind. It's those few guys that can really get to me. But for the most part I'm in my own world, you get me? Which has its benefits but also big disadvantages, you get me?
To sum it up, what's 2025 looking like for Thato Saul?
I wanna drop more. I went 2 years not doing shit. For 2 years, no, I didn't do features. I didn't even performing. I was at a point where I was turning down shows.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't performing much. If you actually notice, I wasn't performing much because I really wanted to focus on doing this sound, and that sound was tough. So now that I'm in it, I have a lot of shit that's left over, which I'm not the type of guy to give you guys leftovers.
Yeah.
So I hope I can just put those leftovers out, dog. Just work more, do more projects. I want to do a collab.
Actually, to touch on that, I've seen your recent chemistry with Pretty, and I did a tweet the other day. I was like, you niggas gotta cook me an 8-track project or something.
I think that'll be fine. Me and Pretty. Funny enough, I've also been working with Hash. With Hash.
He posted something.
Oh shit, he posted about that. Yeah, you see, that's my thing. I'm not really on social media that much. I didn't even see that. We did a song recently. Fire. So even there's chemistry. Even I would love to do some shit with Mash again. I would love to do some shit with Mash again, dog. If you know, you know too. I'd love to do that shit again. Run it up again, because that one was so nice to do that shit, dog. It was nice to do that. And that's where I was really on form on the rapping side of me. You get me? So I wanna go into that again. I hope me and him can do it, because we've been speaking about it for like 2 years. So I hope we can do If You Know You Know too. I really want to do a collab with a rapper, and then I'll put out an album. So I hope 2025 goes that way, dog. I hope. But yeah, nah. I fuck with you. I've been tapped in. People send me shit, dog. People send me shit because they know I won't just see it. Yeah, people have been sending me. I think I followed you at some point.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I don't just follow people. You get me? Not that I'm nah. Don't take it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. I fuck with you. One of the few people that I fuck with. Another day I wouldn't have done this interview.
Yeah.
You get me? Like I said, I fuck with those who fuck with me. So that's why I'm doing this. But yeah, nah, shout out, my dog. Keep pushing, man.
Big dog, thank you so much, man. It's an honor. There you have it. Post on the diary, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment. Peace. dog.